This is a question for both of you in this case, from a user named Feet Off the Pavement. When the set design was first sketched, was the big ass palm tree an intentional part of it, or was that a last minute decision by Dave?
Part of it. It was Dave's palm tree. So that's why we made, like, Dave, we had him go through his apartment and take photos of like everything that, all the rooms and like whatever stuff he had that he thought might fit the vibe we were going for. And luckily he's a plant man. He's got a lot of plants. So
we have many. There's another one over here. I think I have too many. I'm obsessed with palm trees. So we went around. We did a tour of my palm trees, and you chose your favorite.
Yeah, more or less. And we went through that same process for a lot of the other stuff in the video. The TV was his. The speaker it's on is his. The keyboard. All the Polaroids that are hanging. The shoes. The toy car hanging, all that stuff was Dave. So we pulled things from his own, collection of belongings that were really personal to him to use in the video to act as analogs for the digital versions that were in the music video, like, all these things behind me, which helped make it feel, you can feel
palm tree was always, I love a palm tree. Right
there. They're right, these gigantically tall palm trees. We didn't have room for two, so we just snuck one in there. Hope we got away with it.
I think it's still, you get the idea with one, definitely.
And this one, it seems to be more directed at Dave, but Colin, I imagine you might have input on it as well. And the question is there a stereotype in the music industry that you wish to change with your songs, and why?
Oh, wow. I think there are a lot of stereotypes in the music industry. A lot of I don't know if I should say this, I might get in trouble. I think a lot of people spend a lot of time feeling like they have to act in a certain way, behave in a certain way, show a certain lifestyle, live a certain lifestyle, and that has to be part of who they are, at least on the internet. But I don't think you actually have to do that. I think that's a terrible stereotype, but I don't think you actually have to like have your fancy car and be in a jet and take photos on Instagram to be successful. Just make some cool shit that you like. That's the important thing.
I think we already answered this, but since it's a quick and simple one, I'll put it out there from an Instagram user named Nazar Ragerous. How many takes did it take for you to record the Dreamland music video?
Colin?
Yeah, something. Yeah, like we said, I think somewhere around 5, 6. But again, that's once like we were rolling. There were a solid number of rehearsal takes before that where we were working out the kinks. So,
yeah.
In the end, if we'd been shooting on film, we wouldn't have gone through more than one can, I think. So,
yeah, we did pretty good. I think there was something wrong with almost all of the takes. Like I dropped the camera in one, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
And I think I fell off the seat. Like shit went wrong. Yeah. But then we finally, take 5. Mwah.
Cool. Another question that this primarily directed at Dave, but Colin, it's possible you'll have input on it as well. And it's from Virginia Ferry 04. How did filming by yourself affect the final result of the music video? Did you have more input in it this time as opposed to previous videos?
I definitely had to make some more decisions then, and I was having to fix a lot of things that I don't normally have. Like the car kept bloody falling off the string. Everything was hanging on fishing line. And so it would just fall and shatter all over the floor. So I don't know, I spent a lot of time doing things like that. That was not something I normally do during a video shoot, I guess. Everything was quite DIY and a little bit homemade and needed attention. I had to, the cereal bowl was dripping glue. So I was basically putting out lots and lots of fires, was thank God on another video shoot, there's normally like my manager is there to like help and tell me to take a break and eat some lunch. I forget to eat a lot. I forgot
That
to
was
eat
us
during
this time. We had to like tell you to like eat, and then we'd be like, okay, Dave, take a break. Just chill for a while. We'll pick back up in however long, in 40 minutes or an hour, and we'll back up. And then we all come back in an hour, and Dave's like done a lot more stuff while we're off. We're like, come on.
I can eat and work.
Here. Yeah. Dedicated man.
Yeah, I don't know. Just finding lots of solutions to problems that we didn't see. The drill being one of them. The propulsion of the drill.
The drill was all. I wish I could take credit for it, but no, that was all Dave's idea.
Yeah, just the little. Usually, you can kind of turn over and look. I'd look over at someone. I will look over at Colin and be like, "Colin, help! What do I do in this situation?" And
yeah, we're just
in this case, it'd be like, "I'm stuck behind a computer screen."
Yeah.
Like, do what you can.
Yeah, he asked us for help, like in digital advice, but in the end, he's the one that actually had to do it. So.
Yeah,
right,
that's it.
Yeah.
Had to get nitty gritty.
Yeah. We
Which
removed all the guesswork as much as we could and talked him through stuff, but like, he had to be the one tying knots and drilling drills and.
It was great. I like doing DIY. It's fun. I like building things. So this was like a big Lego set for me.
It's been lovely talking. It's been nice.
You too. Thanks for your time.
And Dave, I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, I'll speak to you really soon.
Okay.
Great. Thank you, Colin.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you, man. Hustle up.
All right, so Dave, got 3 more for you here. We've got one from an Instagram user named Kat Aloha, and they're asking, does it feel any different to perform more personal songs live? And what can we expect from future live shows? I can't wait, with about 5 exclamation marks.
I can't wait either. It's been a long time. It feels like it's been a long time. It's only been like a month and a half, but the new songs, we tested a couple out on the little tour that we did in America just now. They're really fun songs live. Some of them are sad, but we haven't really gotten to those. We didn't really test those out. We tested out the fun ones, and I loved playing those. It's tough playing really personal sad songs. Agnes, for instance, is a really personal sad song. Sometimes we play it, like we just played it in New York on that tour, and I just started crying halfway through and I couldn't finish it. So sometimes that happens in a personal song, but for the most part, you can get to a point where you see the optimistic side. I don't know. I always try to be a bit optimistic. Even if a song's sad, there's still a kind of little swing of optimism in there. So you kind of you got to feed off that. Otherwise, New York situation happens.
2 more for you. One from user Ellie Ables. The question is, in Dreamland, in the line, first day of high school, you want something. The words school and you overlap heavily. Was there some kind of meaning to this, or did it just have to do with the song's timing or something else entirely?
It was just like a decision that we had. Well, I had to make, really. I was mixing the track, and every time I got to that section, the 2 words, I couldn't quite understand either of them because they overlapped. So I ended up kind of going for the punch on the next line, I think, because that next line it's really important to me. So I wanted to make sure that was entering correctly. But you can still just about as she said, you can make out the word underneath, which I think is important. I like the idea of it kind of fading out to make room for the new line.
Cool. And the final question from the fans is actually another question from the same fan who first asked, feet off the pavement. The question is, in the last Q&A, Colin actually mentioned that you used to be a Boy Scout and that you laser your own lampshades. What else do you make around the house? And Dave, I believe that's directed at you, but upon rereading this question, it's totally possible the wording was ambiguous and it's directed at Colin. But if you think it's directed at you, feel free to answer it.
Oh, I make a lot of things. I make a lot. Some of it's terrible. Some of it's good. I've made quite a lot of the furniture and tables in my house. I can't show you because we're attached to a wire, but here we've got a desk. I mean, it's not super pretty or anything, but it does the job. And I like making stuff. It's got little attachments for my cables at the back. It's that's the dream about making things yourself, is you don't feel bad when you like break them or want to like edit them, change them. I made my bed upstairs. I made that. Yeah, that's a tricky one to show you again. But yeah, I like making stuff. It's fun. I just put on music and I saw stuff. My mum's actually told me not to make anything anymore because I nearly cut my finger up. Got a really bad scar. I cut through my finger and could see my bone, like my finger bone was poking out. And since then, I've kind of been telling her I haven't been making anything, but I have. Sorry, Mom.
She might not have seen the music video.
She did, but she didn't see. She basically like says no power tools, no sawing and like planing, stuff like that. So I was, yeah, I did. I paid attention to that in the music video.
Yeah, you worked within those boundaries pretty well.
I think so, right?
I would definitely say so. But Dave, that is all of the fan questions that we've been asked. So thank you for going a little extra with us to fit all of those in. We super appreciate that. And thank you for talking with me and Colin earlier about the video. I can't wait to write about this and, you know, make something really cool here.